The White House says the United States is sending 10 F-35 fighter jets to Puerto Rico. And it comes as the Defense Department confirmed that 2 armed Venezuelan F-16 fighter jets flew over a U.S. Navy ship in the region on Thursday. CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe asked President Trump about this in the Oval Office earlier.
It wasn't really over, not like they described. But I would say, General, if they do that, you have a choice of doing anything you want, okay? If they do put us in a dangerous position, they'll be shut down.
And for more on this, let's bring in CBS News Pentagon reporter Eleanor Watson. Eleanor, thanks for being with us. What more are you hearing about the Trump administration's plans here?
Well, the Trump administration is now going to send 10 F-35s to Puerto Rico as part of its intensifying fight against drug cartels. Those F-35s are the most sophisticated aircraft the military has. They are capable of carrying weapons, but also can conduct tremendous surveillance. The military often complains about not having enough aircraft to conduct the missions it needs to conduct around the world, and now 10 of its best are being drawn into what is usually a law enforcement mission by the newly named Department of War. The F-35s add to what is already an armada of warships down near and the waters of Venezuela. There are 8 warships down there on top of these now sophisticated jets down there. So it all kind of seems like overkill in this fight if the adversary is these go-fast boats that were targeted on Tuesday of this week.
Yeah, you bring up if it's overkill or not. Are there concerns here about a wider conflict between the United States and Venezuela?
In a word, yes, because what we saw yesterday, the news that 2 Venezuelan F-16s flew near one of those destroyers down there. The F-16s flyby was considered a highly provocative move by the Pentagon, and we're told by officials that's because the F-16s were armed and they were attempted to be communicated with by the destroyer, and the F-16s did not respond. So anytime there's some sort of action like that, there is the risk of a potential kinetic response. Now, Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela, the president, is increasingly becoming the symbol of the administration's war on drug cartels. And Nicolas Maduro has said that the amassing of forces off of Venezuela has prompted him to respond by sending 15,000 of his own troops to Venezuela's borders to respond to what he calls the greatest threat to the South American continent in about 100 years.
All right, Eleanor Watson, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks.